Hi everyone, today I will solve the questions in the past paper IGCSE Mathematics 0580 in October-November 2023, and this is the question paper 21. Question 1. The diagram shows an isosceles triangle. Find the value of x. Look at the diagram, you see that these are two equal sides. So these two must be two equal angles. So this one is also 41 degrees. And you also know that the sum of the three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So 41 plus x degrees is 180 degrees. So to find x, we will subtract 41, double of 41 from 180. So the answer is 98. Question 2. The stem and leaf diagram shows the time in minutes it takes each of the 15 people to complete the race. So we know that in this case n equals 15. Find the mode. You know that the mode is the value that appears most often. In this case, we see that the number 27 appears 3 times, while the other numbers only appears once or twice. So 27 minutes is the mode. B. Find the range. You know the range is the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value. In this case, the maximum value is 31 minutes and the minimum value is 16 minutes. So 31 minus 16 equals 15. 15 is the range. C. Find the median. You know the formula to find the position of the median is n plus 1 over 2. In this case, n is 15. So 15 plus 1 over 2 equals 8, which means the median is the 8th value. And the 8th value in this question is, we just count on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and this is the 8th value. So the median is 25 minutes. Question 3. Complete these statements. When x equals something, then x plus 3 equals 8. To find x, we can subtract 3 from both sides. So the answer is 5. B. When 7y equals 63. And to find the value of y, we'll divide both sides by 7. So y equals 9. Then 10y will be 10 multiplied by 9 equals 90. Question 4. The table shows some information about Amir's shopping. You know that the cost of 1 kilogram of oranges is $2.35 and he buys 3.2 kilograms. So the amount of money for oranges is 2.35 multiplied by 3.2 equals $7.52. This is $7.52 for the oranges. Then to find the total cost for the bananas, this is for the oranges. And now to find the total money he spends on banana, we will subtract 13.54. Subtract 7.52 from 13.54, and the answer is 6.02. So this one is 6.02. Finally, to find the cost of 1 kilogram of banana, we will divide 6.02 by 2.8. This is the mass of the banana. So the answer is $2.15. 2.15. Question 5. Factorize completely. Question A. The common factor of 42 and 35 is 7. The common factor of mk and m is m. So 7m is a common factor. Now 42mk divided by 7m is 6k. And 35m divided by 7m is 5. So the answer is 7m multiplied by 6k minus 5. Next, B. H squared minus 144. You know 144 is actually 12 squared. So this one has the form a squared minus b squared. And the answer should be h minus 12 multiplied by h plus 12. Question 6. For each of 10 people working in an office, the scatter diagram shows their salary and the value of their car. The horizontal line shows the salary in dollars, and the vertical line shows the value of their car in dollars. Question A. One of these people has a salary of $28,000. So we need to find the value of their car. Now look at the diagram. $28,000 for the salary is here. So we will go up to find the value of the car at this point. Then we move to the left. And we see that this value of the car is $4,800. $4,800. B. Another person starts to work in the office. Their salary is $54,000. And the value of their car is $6,100. So we'll plot this information on the scatter diagram, which means we'll plot the point 54,000 and 6,100. 54,000 is here, and 6,100 is here. It's between 6,000 and 6,200. So that point is the intersection of these two lines. So it should be here. Question C. What type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? We see that all the points are going up to the right, so the correlation should be positive. Question 7. The exchange rate between Singapore dollars and euros is 1 Singapore dollar equals 0.62 euros. Find the value of 161.20 euros in Singapore dollars. So I'll write this value on the right because euro is on the right hand side of this. And now we need to convert this into Singapore dollars. To do this, we'll divide 161.20 euros by 0.62 euros. And then you can also say you multiply by 1, or you can skip this step. And the answer is 260 Singapore dollars. Question 8. Calculate 7 and 3/11. We can convert this to fraction by multiplying 7 times 11 is 77. 77 plus 3 equals 80 over 11 for the first mixed number. For the second mixed number, 3 times 10 equals 30. 30 plus 3 more equals 33 over 10. And now we can cancel 11 and 33 because they are both divisible by 11. 11 divided by 11 is 1. 33 divided by 11 is 3. And then we can also cancel 80 and 10 because they are both divisible by 10. 80 divided by 10 is 8. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So this one is equal to 8 times 3 over 1 times 1, which is 24. Question 9. Find the highest common factor of 140 and 126. First, we'll write 140 as the product of its prime factors. 140, we can use the tree diagram to help you. It is divisible by 2, and this is a prime factor. Then the other numbers is 70. 70 is not a prime number, so we continue to split it into 2 times 35. 2 is a prime factor. Now 35 is 5 multiplied by 7. They are prime factors. So we say that 140 equals 2 squared multiplied by 5 and multiplied by 7. Next, 126, I can also split it into 2 multiplied by 63. 2 is a prime factor. 63 is divisible by 3. 3 times 21 is 63. Now 21 is equal to 3 times 7, and they are both prime numbers. So 126 is equal to 2 times 3 squared times 7. And now we want to find the highest common factor of 140 and 126. So we see that the highest common factor of 2 squared and 2 is 2. The highest common factor of 3 squared times 7 and 5 times 7 is only 7. So the answer is 14. Question 10. A. Simplify n to the power of 5 times n. Of course, we just add up the two powers together, so it is n to the power of 6. B. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. X to the power of 6 divided by x squared is x to the power of 4. C. For this kind of question, we will split it into two parts. For the number parts, to the power of 2/5, and the second part is y to the power of 20 to the power of 2/5. Now, for the number part, we'll find the fifth root of 243. Then we square it. And for the variable part, we just multiply 20 by 2/5. The fifth root of 243 is 3, and 3 squared is 9. Then 20 times 2/5 is equal to 4 times 2 equals 8. So the answer for this is 9y to the power of 8. Question 11. Solve this inequality. First, we'll expand the left-hand side. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Is greater than or equal to 43 plus 3x. Now we'll subtract 3x from both sides. 8x minus 3x is 5x. And we keep the numbers. Now we will add 12 to both sides. So 43 plus 12 is 55. Finally, we divide both sides by 5. So 55 divided by 5 is 11. So x is greater than or equal to 11. Question 12. Write 0.42 recurring as a fraction in its simplest form. You must show on your working. So first of all, we'll let x be 0.42 recurring. And then we'll multiply x by 100. So 100 multiplied by 0.42 recurring is 42.2 recurring. Then we also find 10x. We multiply 0.42 recurring by 10, so it is 4.2 recurring. And now you see that if we subtract 10x from 100x, we'll get 90x on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we can cancel 0.2 recurring. So 42 minus 4 is only 38. Now we divide both sides by 90, so 38 divided by 90. We need to simplify this fraction, so it is 19 over 45. 19 over 45. Question 13. At the end of 2021, there were 27,000 rhinos living in the wild. The number of rhinos is expected to decrease exponentially by 3% each year. Work out the number of rhinos expected to be living in the wild 4 years later. At the end of 2025, give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. You know that in exponential growth or decay, we have the formula that the new value is equal to the original value multiplied by. If it is exponential growth, we add r%. If it is exponential decay, we subtract r% onto the power of t. T is a time. So in this case, the new number is equal to the original amount is 27,000. In this case, we decrease exponentially, so we need to subtract 3% onto the power of 4 because 4 years later here. So, and then we need to round the answer to the nearest whole number. So the answer is 23,903. Question 14. A. The Venn diagram shows the information about the number of elements in sets A, B, and the universal set. The number of elements in the universal set is 52. So, based on this information, we know that 15 plus 5x plus x plus 5 plus 12 minus x. This is the total number of elements, and it is equal to 52. Now, we will simplify this. 5x plus x is 6x. 6x minus x is 5x. And then 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 12 is 32. Is equal to 52. So 5x. Now we subtract both sides by 32. So 52 minus 32 is 20. Now we divide both sides by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. But remember, we need to find n of A intersection B, which is the middle part here, the common section of A and B. So x plus 5 n of A intersection B is equal to x plus 5 equals 4 plus 5 equals 9. Question B. In this Venn diagram, shade the region C intersection D intersection E. It is the common section of C, D, and E, so we need to shade this one. Question 15. By shading the unwanted regions on the grid, draw and label the region R which satisfies these inequalities. The first one, y is greater than 1. First, we draw the line y is equal to 1. It is a horizontal line. But you see that there's no equal sign in this inequality, so we need to draw a broken line. And because we want y to be greater than 1, we need to remove the below section. So that is the first inequality. Second, x is smaller than or equal to 2. First, we draw the line x equals 2. And because there is the equal sign in the inequality, so we draw a solid line. This is a vertical line, a vertical solid line. We want x to be smaller than or equal to 2, which means we want the left-hand side part, so we remove the right-hand side part. Finally, y is greater than or equal to x plus 2. First, we draw the line y is equal to x plus 2. How to draw this line? We can draw a table of values for x and y. When x equals 0, then y is 0 plus 2 equals 2. When x equals 1, y is 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we plot these 2 points on the grid, 0, 2, and 1, 3. 0, 2 here. 1, 3 is here. So let's check. There's an equal sign in this inequality, so we draw a solid line that passes through these 2 points. That is the black line. And we want y to be greater than or equal to this, which means we want to keep the upper part, so we remove the lower part of this line. This one. So the region R is here. Question 16. P is equal to 2W plus 2H. W is 11 and H is 9.5. Both correct to two significant figures. Find the lower bound and the upper bound for P. So first, let's talk about W. The second significant digit is in the units place. So for W, we need to divide 1 by 2 equals 0.5. Then W we need to add or subtract 0.5 to find the upper and lower bound for W. 11 plus 0.5 is 11.5. And 11 minus 0.5 is 10.5. Next, the second significant digit of H is in the tens place. So for H, we need to divide 0.1 by 2, which is 0.05. Now, we will add and subtract H 9.5. We will add 0.05 or subtract 0.05 to find the upper and lower bound. 9.5 plus 0.05 is 9.55. And when we subtract 0.05, we get 9.45. So remember, these are the upper lower bound for W, and these are the upper and lower bounds for H. Now, let's talk about P. So the lower bound of P is equal to 2 multiplied by the lower bound of W plus 2 multiplied by the lower bound of H, which is 2 multiplied by 10.5 plus 2 multiplied by 9.45. And the answer for the lower bound is 39.9. Then, to find the upper bound of P, we also multiply 2 by the upper bound of W plus 2 multiplied by the upper bound of H, which means 2 multiplied by 11.5 plus 2 multiplied by 9.55. And the answer is 42.1. Question 17. A, B, and C are points on the circumference of a circle center O. Tangent DA touches the circle at C, which means OC is perpendicular to DA, or we can say that the angle ECO is 90 degrees. Angle BCE equals 53 degrees, and angle ACO is 20 degrees. Find the value of x. First, we see that the angle ECO is 90 degrees because DA is the tangent, so it is perpendicular to CO. Then, to find the angle BCO, we subtract 53 from 90 degrees. So it is 37 degrees. Now we know that this one is 37 degrees. And because the triangle OBC is isosceles triangle, because OC is equal to OB, they are the radius of the circle center O. So angle OBC is the same as the angle OCB, which is also 37 degrees. Then we notice that the angle ECB is the angle formed by the tangent and the chord BC. So it should be equal to the angle BAC because this angle subtended the chord BC. So the angle BAC is also 53 degrees. Now, look at the triangle ABC. We know that the angle A plus the angle B plus the angle C is equal to 180 degrees. First, we need to write down the angle BAC is equal to the angle BCE equals 53 degrees. Because BCE is the angle formed by the tangent DE and the chord BC, and the angle BAC is the angle at the circumference subtended the chord BC. So, the angle A is 53 degrees. The angle B includes x and 37. The angle C includes 20 degrees and 37 degrees. Now we add up all of these and the total is 180 degrees. Now we just need to solve for x. X is equal to 180 subtract the sum of 53 plus 37 plus 20 plus 37. And the answer for x is 33. Question 18. Calculate the value of y. In this case, we see some angles and some opposite sides. So we think about the sin rule. Sin y over the opposite side is 8.3 is equal to sin 105 over the opposite side, which is 16.2. So to find the value of sin y, we multiply 8.3 by sin 105, then we divide them by 16.2. And finally, to get the value of y, we find the inverse of sin 8.3 sin 105 over 16.2. So the answer is 29.7. Question 19. Sketch the graph of y equals cos of x for x from 0 to 360 degrees. First, we draw a table value for x. X can be angle from 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. So cos of x is equal to 1, 0, negative 1, 0, and 1. So let's plot the point 0, 1 here. 90. We need to divide this one into 4 equal parts. Suppose that this is 180, this is 90, this is 270. So the point 90, 0 here. The next 180, negative 1 is here. 270, 0 is here. Finally, 361 is here. And now we'll join them together. Question B. When cos of x equals 0.21, find the reflex angle x. Cos x equals 0.21. You know that this is 0.5, this is 0.25, so 0.21 is somewhere below it. Then I'll draw a horizontal line for this. And this blue line cuts the graph at 2 points. This is the first point, the second point. To find the first point, we'll find the inverse of cos 0.21, which is 77.9 degrees. And then, you know the distance from this point to 90 is the same as the distance from 270 to the next solution. So, the next solution is equal to 270 plus the distance from 90 to 77.9. And the answer for this is 282.1. There are two solutions for this, but we want a reflex angle. So the only answer that we accept is 282.1 degrees. Question 20. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. First, for question A, we'll try to factorize the top and the bottom expressions. 10x squared minus 60x, the common denominator for 10 and 60 is 10. And the common denominator for x squared and x is x. So 10x squared divided by 10x equals x. And 60x divided by 10x is 6. That's how we factorize the top expression. Now let's see the bottom expression. We will try to find two numbers. We'll find two numbers that add up to the middle term, which is negative 1. And the two numbers multiply to get the last term, which is negative 30. So those two numbers are negative 6 and positive 5. Because negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1, and they multiply. And their product is negative 30. So I'll write x minus 6 multiplied by x plus 5. Now we see that we can cancel x minus 6 because they are the same. And the answer for this question is 10x over x plus 5. B. 7 over x plus 3 plus 5 over 8x minus 1. We see that there's no common factor for the two denominators, so we need to cross multiply them. 7 multiplied by 8x minus 1 plus 5 multiplied by x plus 3. And the denominator is x plus 3 multiplied by 8x minus 1. Now we need to expand the brackets on the top. 7 times 8x is 56x, minus 7 times 1 is 7. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15. And we keep the denominator x plus 3, 8x minus 1. Now look at the numerator. 56x plus 5x is 61x. Minus 7 plus 15 equals positive 8. So that is a numerator. And we keep the denominator x plus 3 multiplied by 8x minus 1. And this is our final answer. Question 21. The diagram shows a cuboid ABCDEFGH. AB is equal to 15.1 centimeters, BC equals 4.5 centimeters, and CG is 9.2 centimeters. They are like the length, the width, and the height of the cuboid. Now calculate the angle that the diagonal BH makes with the face ADHE. BH is a diagonal, and the face ADHE is the left face. First, we see that AB is perpendicular to the face ADHE, and we also see that H is a point on this face. So the angle between BH and the face ADHE is actually the angle between BH and the diagonal AH, which means we want to find this angle. And as I mentioned before, BA is perpendicular to the face ADHE, so it is also perpendicular to AH, which means the triangle ABH is a right angle triangle. So to find the angle AHB, we will use SOHCAHTOA. In this case, we'll try to find the length of BH first. BH is a diagonal of the cuboid, and you know that the formula to find the length of the diagonal is length squared plus width squared plus the height squared, which is 15.1 squared plus 4.5 squared plus 9.2 squared. So D is equal to the square root of that sum, which is the square root of 332.9, which is 18.2 centimeters. This is BH. Now, after we have the length of BH and BA, we'll apply SOHCAHTOA to find the angle H. First, we see that AB is the opposite side, and BH is the adjacent to the angle BHA. So we will use TOA. 10 BHA is equal to opposite AB over adjacent BH. The opposite is 15.1 centimeters, and the adjacent is what we just found, the square root of 332.9, or you can write 18.2. And finally, to find the angle BHA, we'll find the inverse of tan 15.1 over root 332.9. And the answer is 55.9 degrees. Question 22. ABCD is a rhombus with side length 13.6 centimeters. Angle ABC is 41 degrees. BAC is a sector of circle with center B. DAC is a sector of circle with center D. Calculate the shaded area. This is kind of a hard question. First, we'll try to find the area of the triangle BAC. Area of triangle ABC. This one is equal to AB multiplied by BC multiplied by sin B. AB times BC times sin B. And then we divide everything by 2, which is AB is 13.6. BC is the same because it is a rhombus. And B is 41 degrees. Now we divide everything by 2. And I'll write this as 13.6 squared sin 41 degrees over 2. Next, we'll find the area of the sector ABC. It is equal to theta over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. Theta in this case is the angle B, 41 over 360. Pi r in this case, the radius is BA, which is 13.6 squared. So this is the formula for the area of the sector ABC. And it's also the same as the area of the sector DAC. Now I'll call this as A1. This one is A2. The area of A1 and A2 are the same because they are both the area of sector ABC minus the area of the triangle ABC, which is 41 over 360 pi 13.6 squared minus 13.6 squared sin 41 degrees over 2. Then we also find the area of the rhombus. Area of the rhombus ABCD. It is twice of the area of the triangle ABC, which is 2 multiplied by 13.6 squared sin 41 over 2. And the answer for this is 13.6 squared sin 41 degrees. Finally, to get the area of the shaded part, it is equal to area of ABCD subject A1 and A2, which means 13.6 squared sin 41 degrees minus A1 and A2 are the same, so we can multiply them by 2, which is 41 over 360 pi 13.6 squared minus 13.6 squared sin 41 degrees over 2. So the final answer for this is 110 square centimeters. This is the end of the test.